Did you know that most of the damage done in old age isn't caused by disease, but by simple mistakes? It's not always a heart problem, memory loss, or even poor diet that robs people of joy and freedom in their later years. More often, it's the invisible traps we fall into without even realizing it. This video is for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond who want to age with strength, not regret. If you've ever found yourself asking, "Is this really how I wanted to live at this stage of life?" You're not alone. The truth is, many good people walk right into habits that slowly ruin their health, relationships, and peace of mind. Not because they're careless, but because they're doing what they think is normal. In this video, we'll uncover 5 of the most common and dangerous mistakes older adults make. Mistakes that 97% of people fall into without ever noticing. Each one is backed by psychology, real-life examples, and the silent consequences they bring. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize these traps, you'll know exactly how to rise above them. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Giving up control too early. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is handing over control of their lives too soon. Whether it's their finances, their home, or even their daily choices. It often starts with good intentions. You might say, "I want to make things easier for my kids," or "It's just simpler if someone else handles it." And while that sounds kind, the truth is, this quiet surrender often leads to something far more dangerous: learned helplessness. When you stop handling your own money, stop choosing your own food, or stop speaking up for yourself, you don't just lose freedom, you start losing who you are. Your brain becomes less active. Your confidence starts to fade, and slowly, without realizing it, you become a bystander in your own life. Psychologists call this the dependency trap. It happens when older adults start believing they can't do things, when in reality, they just haven't done them in a while. This feeling of being taken care of might feel comforting at first, but over time, it eats away at your dignity. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 76. After his wife passed, his adult children started making all the decisions for him, handling his bills, buying his groceries, even managing his medication. At first, he was relieved, but within a year, he began forgetting simple tasks. He stopped leaving the house, and one day he told me, "I don't even feel like a person anymore. I feel like luggage being carried around." If you recognize this in your own life, here's the good news. It's reversible. Start small. Take back a task you used to do yourself, like preparing your own meals once a week, or managing your budget. The goal isn't to do everything alone. It's to stay involved, to stay engaged, and most importantly, to keep your identity intact. Because the moment you give up control is the moment you begin shrinking your own life. Don't wait until you've lost your voice to realize how much it mattered. Mistake 2. Isolating yourself from others. It's easy to think that spending more time alone in old age means peace and relaxation. But for most people, social isolation quietly becomes a major problem. When you stop seeing friends, attending events, or even chatting regularly with family, your mind and body begin to suffer. Loneliness doesn't just make you feel sad. It can shrink your brain, weaken your immune system, and increase your risk of heart disease and dementia. This mistake is especially common among people who live alone or have lost a spouse. They think, "I don't want to be a burden," or "It's just easier to stay home." But that choice often comes at the cost of emotional health and vitality. Let me share about a woman named Grace, who's 72. After her husband died, she stopped going to her weekly card games and church socials. She thought she was saving others trouble, but she began feeling forgetful and low. Her doctor later told her that social interaction was as important as medication for her overall health. Psychologically, humans are wired for connection. Our brains release dopamine and oxytocin during social contact, chemicals that boost mood and reduce stress. Without these interactions, depression and anxiety take hold, sometimes without the person even realizing it. It's important to remember, staying connected doesn't mean having a packed calendar. Even a phone call, a letter, or a brief chat can help maintain those essential bonds. The key is to stay visible and engaged in your community, no matter how small the step, because isolation is one of the stealthiest killers of the spirit, and breaking free from it can be one of the most powerful ways to reclaim your life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Mistake 3. Neglecting physical movement. One of the biggest, most damaging mistakes many older adults make is simply stopping regular physical activity. It's not about becoming an athlete overnight or lifting heavy weights. It's about moving your body daily, even in small ways. When movement stops, muscles weaken, bones become brittle, and balance worsens, making falls and injuries far more likely. Many people believe that aches, pains, or fatigue mean it's time to slow down or rest more. But the opposite is often true. Movement improves circulation, strengthens the heart, and keeps joints lubricated. It also releases endorphins that boost mood and sharpen the mind. Take Walter, 79, for example. After retiring, he gave up his morning walks and gardening, thinking his body was just too tired. Within a year, he noticed his legs felt weaker, and he stumbled more often. When he started walking again, just 10 minutes a day, his strength returned, and he felt more alive than before. Exercise doesn't have to be formal. It can be stretching Tai Chi, light weightlifting, or even dancing in your living room. The key is consistency. Moving regularly builds resilience and independence. It slows down the natural decline that comes with age. Ignoring physical movement is like letting your car sit in the garage. Without fuel, it may still run, but it won't run well or last long. Keep your body active, and you'll keep your freedom. Mistake 4. Avoiding technology completely. Many older adults see technology as confusing, unnecessary, or even intimidating, and so they avoid it altogether. But in today's world, refusing to engage with basic technology cuts you off from vital communication, healthcare resources, and opportunities for independence. From telemedicine appointments to connecting with loved ones through video calls, technology can be a lifeline, not a barrier. I remember meeting Linda, 70, who insisted she didn't need a smartphone or computer because it's too complicated. She felt lonely and out of touch. After her granddaughter taught her just a few simple apps, Linda's world opened up. She could talk to friends daily and even get prescription reminders on her phone. Avoiding technology isn't just about missing out on convenience. It can contribute to feelings of helplessness and isolation. The brain benefits from learning new skills at any age, and technology offers constant chances to grow mentally and socially. Plus, many health monitoring tools now available help seniors keep track of medications, appointments, and physical activity. There's no need to become a tech expert overnight. Start small. Learn to send a text, make a video call, or use a simple health app. Embracing technology helps you stay connected and informed. Two of the most important factors for thriving in older age. Resisting technology might feel safer at first, but in the long run, it limits your freedom, health, and social life. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Mistake 5. Not setting boundaries with adult children. Many older adults make the mistake of never saying no to their adult children, believing it's their duty to always help, support, and accommodate. While it comes from love, this endless giving without limits often leads to emotional exhaustion, financial strain, and even resentment on both sides. When you don't set clear boundaries, you risk becoming a caretaker instead of living your own life fully. Take James, a 75-year-old retired engineer who never refused his children's requests. Even when it meant lending money he couldn't spare, or taking on chores that wore him out. After years of this, James felt drained and distant from the very family he was trying to support. He didn't realize that by not setting limits, he was weakening his relationships. Boundaries aren't about being selfish. They're about self-respect. They create space for healthier relationships, where both sides understand and appreciate each other's needs and limits. Learning to say no, even gently, helps you protect your energy finances, and mental health. Psychologists say that setting boundaries is one of the most important skills for seniors to maintain autonomy and dignity. Without them, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, used, or taken for granted, even by those closest to you. Remember, your life is your own, and it's okay to prioritize your well-being. Setting boundaries lets you give love without losing yourself in the process. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 5 mistakes we've uncovered. Mistakes that 97% of older adults make without even realizing it. Which one stood out to you the most? Maybe you see yourself in 1 or 2 of them, or perhaps you recognize these patterns in people you care about. The key is awareness. Once you see these traps clearly, you have the power to avoid them or to step back into control. Remember, aging doesn't mean losing your voice, your freedom, or your happiness. It means growing wiser about what truly matters and making choices that protect your dignity, health, and joy. These mistakes aren't inevitable. They're habits that can be changed one day at a time. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share which mistakes surprise you the most, or what step you plan to take first. Your thoughts inspire others and help build a community where growing older means growing stronger. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could benefit. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and empowers. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.